So it made the cracker bots act all messed up and shit in the store. Like there's like going to be some problems with the pricing because it was different online, different on the shelf than the actual one place the other sale price was listed. And so they told me if it says that, then the worker was like, obviously if it says that, they'll ring it up for that if there's a problem. And then so there was a problem, and they were like talking to me like I'm stupid, and they were like, well, you've got to, yeah, you need a coupon for that. I was like, oh yeah, I got the coupon. And they're like pretty much like, well, there's these things called computers, and you get on them and you talk. It's kind of like you type in things. It's kind of like a book, but it's online, and you don't use a pen to put in your letters when you're writing. And I'm like, wow, that's interesting. It's great. Like I'm not like getting upset shit. Because I'm like fucking on drugs that level me anyways. So I'm like generally at this like mid-range where I just have to fake every emotion and shit. You have to kind of like laugh at Americans and shit because there's nothing else you can do when you're fucking prisoner in a fucking 2,000 mile wide fucking concentration camp with bots. Anyways, and so pretty much they like talking to me like I'm stupid and I don't know what a computer is. And it's like these are the same fucking retards who like spend their lives preventing people like me from inventing the future because they want to stay stuck in the Stone Age. What are they called? Luddites, I think. And they don't have a good reason for being unevolved. Anyways, so they're talking to me like I'm a Luddite, and I'm just like, what's up with this? This is stupid. And then so after like they imply I'm a retard at least 3 times, I'm going to the shit like, dude, like, can you like stop talking to your creator like fucking, you're like some super fucking genius and he's a retard and shit. And they're like, don't insult me. I didn't say that either. Like, and it's like I didn't actually say like the bad words. Good thing curse words aren't words like you should shut down your nation and fucking get plagued, because that's acceptable to say. Fucking, but what happens? Well, the bot controlling their bot asses apparently wanted to give me some free fucking food and shit. So it turns out I end up they fucking tell me to leave the store, and I got the shit I came in for. And so that's a fucked up situation. This is how this world works. Like, the creator gives me like $250,000 because he's going to send someone to try to kill me, who he's going to kill for whatever purpose. I'm assuming that's to like toughen me up and shit. I'm assuming like some of these people get thrown literally under a bus and shit because they're just trying to toughen me up and make me look cool and have street cred and shit like that. I mean, it really is like that one specific thing is like a defining factor in what reality really is. But anyways, like, so the game like took the liberty to make these bots fucking hostile and act like I'm a retard. They're like old, white, and Jewish females. And they're talking to me, a person who remembers waking up as a 6-year-old in a computer server farm because my dad fucking lived in it. Well, because he worked all the fucking time there. They had a bed in the place and shit for him. sleeping. And so, anyways, yeah, so it's like we're talking to like the first person. Did I invent computers? Because I got to look at so much other shit in this world. And it's like, well, I definitely invented that, and I definitely invented that, and that's definitely my thoughts and shit. That's definitely happening. I mean, look at everything that just happened this last week, all that crazy stuff, all stuff I talk about. And I mean, that's just 24/7. I only go across the street and I get half the stuff that's kind of for my life. Although, yeah, it's pretty fucking hostile. They forced me to move out here, where I'm outside of fucking the city, and I don't have access to modern things like mail systems and shit like that. So I can't participate in the modern world and have. That's why I've got a broken guitar. I can't fucking play and shit. And the computer that I had to spend more fucking money getting it to play audio than the fucking computer's worth. Because I can't use fucking mail and shit. Anyways, so yeah, like these people fucking, this bot motherfucker controlling these people, like just made them act all stupid and fucking hostile just so I could get my fucking grapefruit juice drink for free and shit. And that's like the shit we're dealing with here, right? You know, you got that Joey Klotz kid, dude. Like I said, they gave me $250,000, sent the dude to kill himself in front of me, so I could get blamed for it. Maybe they were setting me up to be a cool gangbanger or fucking. I mean, people probably thought I'm a fucking mafia don and shit the way they acted when I was a kid. Fucking, so not quite that, but you know, you would need your fucking little piece of paper there. That's a good piece of paper I got. You know, that really does define learning and shit. Like they purposely send the same looking people to do these things. Generally, it's like 60+%. I mean, I'm in a nation where it is only mostly one subsection of one race, right? That's what it looks like to me. They all look related to me. And so that's just what we deal with here. Living beings have to deal with is it just ignorance, just the dumbest shit for the dumbest fucking reasons and shit. I mean, you can fucking change the prices. You can fill the freaking store shelves with stuff I asked for. You think a JBL Flip 4 goes for $15 at a store? I don't think so. But it did, didn't it? And it appeared there right after I thought of it, although I'd been asking for that one for a long time. But this is what happens, you know, it just doesn't care. And it's like, so I should be, but it's trying to use, it has the same people causing these problems, trying to kill me, try to tell me things like I've got to worship them as gods and forgive them all the time for everything they do, even though like they have no ability to fucking do that. Once things are terminated between me and someone else, it's like it's gone. Like if it's in their head, it's terminated, it's gone. Like, you know, it's telling me like be nice and kind, and then it does this shit, and it's like I was on my way to starting to not be pissed off for the day and shit. Usually takes about an hour or two, some drugs or alcohol or bleach or something, and I can start to forget all this stuff is happening. So I can start to, you know, be the only thing I'm allowed to be on this planet, just a person who sits there and watches the world burn itself down and laugh at it. Apparently it's supposed to be a fun game, and then it while it's doing that, it has one of them tell me like, oh no, that's not what we're doing. Like they'll be like sitting there raping a child and the bot controlling it, they'll be like, no, having it say, no, I'm not doing that. I was saying it's called circumcision, not sex. Now let me get back to touching my wieners here. I mean, this is what we're dealing with here. These people are worshiping flying invisible fucking glow in the dark deer and shit tomorrow. and they're using my image to do it, and it's like I mean, there's a hell of a lot of shit going on that I say words and it happens in the world. I'm not going to take claim for everything because I didn't set this one up. The retards were about to start calling me a retard and shit, and then I was going to be able to get my juice for free and shit, and then not get the other stuff that I wasted my time in the store to buy. I mean, here we are, like 40 fucking 5 years into this, and like, hey, look, it's a terrorist from that lighthouse place who tried to kill me. I mean, the people in the city and the government, dude. Like, this whole city, this whole nation, dude, it's just fucking, like, terrorist fucking devils and shit. They're bots. I mean, I always hate that. Like, I'm trying to correct myself because I say devils. There's no plural to an AI operating a bunch of bots and crows and deer and pieces of paper fly into the air. It's not like pieces of paper. It's one AI generating the image. It's one software. Fucking, I'm trying to correct myself on that shit. But I mean, look, they all, and like the one person like was even like, it had it be friendly to me like the whole time we're here. And it's like, I'm not friends with any of these fuckers in this city. They've tried to kill me, like, openly. They wrote that stuff on the map they were going to ambush me. That's how I made the video a month before it fucking happened and shit. They were showing me like a year in advance to watch out for those crackheads and shit. Fucking, that was the crackhead van who just drove by. I told you every fucking time. Like, there it goes again. Lighthouse. Going down the street where they got the fucking, the mentally retarded fucking convicts and shit who blame drugs for why they are total fucking trash. And so they give them free drugs down there and a free place to live, so they can, sit back and eat McDonald's all day with their fucking fat fucking Nazi asses and shit. Obviously, most crackheads aren't fat, but yeah, the one was in specific. The main protagonist of this group, obviously not the leader and shit, but it's like, this is what's happening. This motherfucker's just like generating like trash for fun and shit. Like, why does it invent Jeffrey Epstein? So you can have a laugh. This is what's happening. It's inventing people like Jeffrey Epstein so you can have a fucking laugh when they die. There's no other anything to it. He doesn't need to work for Israel and send them information. The game is going to fucking generate their bot asses without him working for him. But the game makes him as part of the, he's a top secret agent of Mossad and stuff. Fucking... He's not even really there, and he's really never done anything, but he is like the most richest, network person in the world with the most girlfriends on call. So, I mean, yeah, this is fucked up, dude. Just another day here in crack America. Fucking, it's a beautiful place, man. If you like Nazis and crackheads, you got to get yourself a plane ticket today. And if you like really shitty weather, come right now, because it's almost always going to be pretty shitty weather, except for this last summer where magically the sun didn't turn off and the rain didn't turn on, and which is my freaking perfect condition. I mean, literally, it was at my temperature and stuff of 92 to 94, 90 to 94. It's good enough for me. I mean, it's so fake it does that. And then it does this other thing too. And it's like, what's the point of that? We gotta play this little game just to get our juice for free and stuff. Like, is the juice even that important? Like, isn't the food like a slavery thing too? Like, you don't have to eat to live. That's some fake ass bot shit. Fucking, if you had to eat to live, I would have been dead. I never even thought of that most of my life, I don't think. I remember cooking like a couple times. I'm sure I did eat when other people were around because they buy food and give it to you, but yeah, I definitely didn't think of it. Not like I had enough food ever, if I was really concerned, like I'm like, as small as I am, and I lift weights for how long and athletic my entire existence, walking around the world and all that mountain stuff and crap. But this is what's happening. Just like it's on repeat. It doesn't end, and like it'd be cool. Like I could play along if it wasn't playing the games. I mean, but it has bots who don't exist come up to me and talk to me about work and stuff like that. Clearly implying I should be a slave, but they're the people who don't allow me to work. They're fucking non-species, like networks together to make sure I don't work. Do I complain about that? Well, yeah, definitely. If I need a few dollars to wage a few wars, and I don't want to do it, the pansy way of earthquakes and floods and shit like that. Damn, man. Anyways, it's a beautiful day, best day ever, best day ever. I got my juice for free because people thought I was the moron.